back again for Tomb Raider Remastered, and we're continuing on here with the Cistern in the Greece chapter. This is one of those levels I think that a lot of people love and hate it. So some people hate it and some people like it. I really like the design of this level actually, and I think it's kind of an interesting change of pace from the previous levels, which looked more sandy and kind of golden. This is very like grey green, blue grey green kind of vibes with a bit of dirt and stuff like that. And of course straight away there, as we've dropped down that hole, we have met a rat. You know, I'm pushing this box in the wrong direction, so I'm going to push it back the other way. Now we got the box exactly where we want it now, into this room, and of course there is a locked door which we need to get into that has actually a med pack behind it, and we've got two unusually just dark floors for some reason. Is that in the original game? I don't know. This is another thing as well that I think comes on later in the series. I actually don't know though if it is a mechanic in any of the OG Tomb Raiders where you can jump up and grab a switch. Like, it seems as if that's something you should be able to do, but of course this is 1996. It's one of the first, you know, fully 3D semi-open world or at least free exploring games, so we can give them a tiny bit of leeway. There we go. Or la la lule lule lo leeway. Another rat. Yeah, the inhuman sized rats. Again, all of this looks really good to me. And are there actually drips coming down off the ceiling? There are. That's brilliant. And they're just randomly placed as well. They're not coming from the same position. That's class. I wonder what engine they actually used, because obviously this is running like with the original engine in place, but like, did they recode it into something else? Like, was it proprietary, or have they actually used the level editor and Tomb Raider engine? So here we are, we're into the Cistern main now. And wow, it genuinely looks better than ever. Of course, we're joined by the main Tomb Raider team. Again, yeah, totally. It just, all of their choices are subtle enough that they actually just make it, they bring it all together. That's probably the best way of describing what Aspyr have done here. I really wonder now, like, going forward, what they're going to be doing with Tomb Raider 2 and Tomb Raider 3. And of course the gold expansions, which I never played. I never played any of them, so I'm looking forward to getting around to them myself. Yeah, oh, Cistern, I don't know, there's just something really memorable about the green, you know. It's quite acid vibes, I suppose. 90s and the acid vibes and toxic waste was kind of a thing back then. Okay, right, well, first and foremost anyway, before we do anything else, I can deal with all that other stuff later on. First and foremost, I'm going to be dropping down here, taking out some rats, and we're going to deal first, of course, with getting a secret. Wow, there's actually reflective puddles as well on the ground. That's lovely, subtle changes, just really bring it together. As I kind of said previously as well, it would be very interesting to stack this remaster up against the anniversary version, and actually the core design, original anniversary core design remake that they were going to put out that they never actually got around to doing. It would be great to just compare and contrast all the differences and who in the end made the best decision. Okay, so the first secret in this level is actually in with these wonderful alligators, which I'm going to try to swim swiftly away from and not, there we are, and not get bitten to death. I presume I go down. So there we go, you can actually collect stuff under the water. So that is, I think, the first in the game. I suppose it would make sense because the Cistern, I suppose, in a sense, is a water level at large. Right, there is another hole there at the other side of that pool, but I do want to just go up and have a look around this room. I also, do you know what? I'm just going to shoot these alligators dead. There is two very dead alligators. Lovely stuff. Yeah. Again, just nothing too additive to the actual experience and just completely enhancing everything that's already there. As I say, I do still go through this kind of like, is it good, is it not kind of feeling a little bit, like in terms of, does it fundamentally change the experience too much from the original intent in terms of like, is it, basically what I'm asking is it its own thing? Which I think it is, because like there is a beauty to the minimalist and kind of simplicity of the low polys and old pixelated textures that is lost in the translation. It does just a little bit. I don't think it's a bad point. It is probably a nitpick, really, to be honest, but it suffers ever so slightly from that kind of like fan-made Unreal Engine thing. But I can't help be happy for everybody that this exists, to be honest, because it's one of the first like remasters of an old property, like one of the few rather remasters that is like really, really subtle and faithful to its source material in a sense, you know. Whoa, why did you do that, Lara? I actually probably can't get up there right now. Will that door open? Or do I have to wait? There's a key in there. Okay, probably have to wait so for the time being. I'm gonna just try up there one more time, see if I can actually jump up. I don't think I can. No. I cannot. Is there a place over there? Let's have a look. I don't see anything, and as I previously discussed, even though I was wrong about the underwater pickups, which are actually in this game, I was actually correct that there is no climbable textures in this game. It's down that direction, I think. Right, let's head back out. If this is the right direction, let's head back out to the main room and find another way to go. There's no other holes there in this pool, are there? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I have a feeling I've got to get myself back up, maybe to the top area again. And there's no better way to do that than over here, I'd say. So hoist yourself up there, Lara. Excellent, lovely. And that's probably if we've got a boulder. Am I right or wrong about that? Wrong. I'm glad I'm wrong. In this case. Okay. Yeah, we can jump to that. So I will hop, skip and jump up there. I think the simple goal of this level is just to kind of get from point A to point B. I don't think there's anything particular or very special that we have to do. But I can get up there, but there's no point because I should hang and head across to get that shotgun shells, I think it was. Okay. Give me them shotgun shells. Lovely stuff. And then let's just have a quick look around the room. We've got a rat over there, which I will deal with shortly. And we've a few doors. Can any of them open as of yet? Do I actually need to go on top of this area, even higher again, up above where I'm currently hanging off? One other thing about the hanging off, actually, that I haven't mentioned either, is that there is no stamina meter in this game. Lara can hold on indefinitely, and they haven't even kind of animated a, you know, her arms are getting tired type of thing. They may have actually brought that in though, if I am correct in thinking. Whoa. And oh my god. Oh wow. That was lucky. Yeah, they have, I think they may have modeled something, like animated some type of hanging on, like my arms are getting tired type thing into Chronicles and Last Revelation. Though don't quote me on that, because again, I might be wrong. I just have a recollection of seeing her doing a kind of, a hanging thing. Ah, they moved those vines. Why did they do that? Okay. I don't have a key, but like, is this another one of those automatic door things that the door over here is just going to open if I head towards it? Like, it's a possibility. No, it's a key. It needs a key. Okay. It's all about keys. So today, by the looks of it, I need keys. Will I make that jump? Yes. Just about. That pot over there is actually a modelled pot. Let's go for a jump. Big jump. Lovely. Right. There's nothing by the pot, I presume. Nope. And there is a little gap up there. Oh, that actually, I think there's a secret later on in the level, which is a relatively well hidden secret, and that's actually them hinting towards the secret. So, what am I looking for? Ah, I see. I should climb down over there and climb up on that. Okay, let's get over. Okay, so I'm going to climb up there, but I'm just going to take one quick look over here and see if there's anything particularly special. There's a couple of steps, but it doesn't look like there's anything particularly important to come over here to get, and I was incorrect, or I was correct in that assessment, but incorrect to come over here. Oh, wonderful. Right. Let's get back up. Get back up there, Lara. Hop. Jump. Pull up. Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay. And up here, and then a turn around. And I'll roll. And then we'll hop up here. We'll hang on. Probably could have gotten up there in one go, but however. So yeah, Cistern, I just really like the vibe of Cistern. I don't necessarily think it's one of the stronger levels in the game, but it's just, whoa, there he is again. If there's one thing you can be for certain anyway, Pierre Dupont is never too far away. He's a totally annoying Frenchman. My apologies to any French viewers. But Pierre Dupont is an annoying Frenchman. Putain! Okay. Pull this switch, let's see what it does. I hear noises. I think what that means is that the water level has either lowered or raised. And I believe this is a room, yes, that has a secret in it. So I've pulled that. And I will now head to see the other secret. And just to always take a look around, make sure there's not some other lovely items for me to pick up. So head up to the secret. That's not the secret though, but that is an item to pick up to add to my collection of items. And I see shotgun shells at the other side of the room as well, which I am going to get. And it's over here is where I pull myself up. And I think the secret is somewhere up here. Yeah. There's the sound we all love. Hello, Lara. Yeah, funny wall textures and Lara faces at the side. Let's head up to the secret. Right, we've got shotgun shells, and do we have anything else in here? We do. We've got more shotgun shells over the other side. Is this going to be what I think it is, which is, yeah, a ramp down? Well, that calls for one thing. And that is a save on a new save game. Could have probably gotten up there in one go, to be fair. But I'll take it. I, for some reason, have always liked the design of the 2D sprite for the shotgun shells in this game. Right, let's see what happens when I go down. Oh, right. I should probably not have done that. Or being prepared to grab on, at the very least. Yeah, there was nothing else there anyway, but... Oh, how am I going to get up there? Am I going to have to slide off, or am I going to be jumping? I feel like I might be jumping from one to the next, so hop up here on this block, up here, and then we're going to do a running jump across. Yeah, that's how we get up there. So, one, there we are, and 2 items up here. Okay. And the water level has changed, so once I pick up this item, let's head back out to the main room, or at least maybe actually I should take some health, because I've lost pointless health there yet again. Let's dive in here and have a look. Well, we've got one thing, and that's for certain: enemies straight away. Rats. Always search around the floors as diligently as I can, and the walls for any switches, although I don't think you can. I might be wrong again on the pulling switches under the water, but I don't think you can in this game. I don't think they had the vertical switch worked out for this game yet. Yet again, I might be wrong about that. Oh yeah, and I was talking about what was I calling him? Henchly Croft, I think. I can't remember whether I pronounced his name wrong, but that is Lara's father in the OG canon. And the mother in the OG canon is not Amelia, as the Legend trilogy would have you believe. She's simply known as Lady Croft in the OG series. And what's kind of funny about their story, it's actually in the main manual for the first game, is that Henchingly Croft and Lady Croft aren't actually all that enthused by Lara and her adventuring in the game. That's another nice change there. They completely disapprove, actually. And Lady Croft is actually quite pleased when she heads off with a character that we will meet later on, but I suppose I can mention him now, Mr. Werner von Croy. Once Werner von Croy kind of comes into the story, yeah, they kind of go off on adventuring early on in Lara's life. And Lady Croft is very pleased, actually, to have Lara out of her hair. So it's kind of interesting that the OG Lara actually has basically a very bad relationship, almost no relationship with her parents. And you know, I think she's actually all the better for it, not to be caught up too much in her dad like she was in later the movie adaptation, and of course the later on movie as well. That two of the movies actually kind of pushed the whole dad angle, and so did the other game for that matter. Is there any reason why I should be hanging here? I don't want to let go yet, just in case there's any reason why I shouldn't drop down. I suppose I can just go back around. It doesn't matter. Okay, lovely. Lara did some machine gunning there with her pistols. Yeah, or her mother for that aspect. So she's actually way more fiercely independent, and it actually reflects, I think, more on the character in the OG Lara. Whereas later on, it kind of becomes a bit of her crutch, really, to be honest. Like her emotional crutch, if that makes sense. She's so caught up in her dad and that whole storyline. I feel like I missed something up there. I don't know why. Well, I know where the item is should I need it. Coming down backwards is never good on slopes. Right, so the water level has raised, as I've seen, and I do have one key now. What key do I have? A rusty key. Okay, let's try the key on all the doors that I know need keys. So yet again I'm proven wrong, because I've come into that room just beside the main pool, and of course the water has raised, and there is actually vertical levers in this game. So that's lovely to find out. Again, another automatic door. Right, let's have a look up here though. I have a feeling there's going to be items. Yeah, I can see a med kit. That rat is guarding. Yeah, I think again it's a good rendition of the rats that they've changed up. They've kept the red eyes, which I think is nice. And they've just made them more, I suppose, realistic looking. Got a couple of items. That's lovely stuff. I'd say I must have serious amount of large health packs at this stage. Must be up in the 15 or 16. Let's have a look. 19 large medkits. Well, I'll definitely make it to the end of the game on 19 medkits. Okay, that room is pretty much cleared, and as I said, I was incorrect yet again. But look, we all make mistakes, right? That there is actually, yes, underwater switches to pull in this. So they had actually gotten them into the game. And of course, the water will have raised for this room as well. So we'll have a quick look around downstairs. There's another key in there. So I suppose I'll go get that key at some stage. And I'm going to have a quick, what I like to call it, a sconce. I'm going to have a quick old sconce around the room. We have a dead rat. But I probably shot at some stage. There's no way of getting up there, I presume. Nope. Right, but there is a door, so let's check the door. Or a doorway. Is there anything to pick up? Nothing to pick up. No other way out, and we have spikes at the end of this corridor for some reason. Ow. Oh. Yeah, do you know, I haven't actually used that yet, the handstand pull up. So there you go. Lara is also a gymnast. And we've just got a locked door. And I presume there's no items. It's so much brighter in here for some reason on the original version. Okay. Right, so we will head back to the main area again because it looks like there's nothing else to do here and no switch to pull as far as I can tell anyway. I can't see any switch. I presume to get that key, I'll need to pull some kind of other switch at some stage. So what I will do is I'll go through the door that I opened in here, which is there, and head out to the main room because I now have 2 keys. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the 2 keys should fit these 2 doors. So let us try these 2 doors. Right, Lara. Don't know why I did that when I could have actually swim to the edge of this platform and pull myself up. That was a completely pointless and fruitless endeavor. But however, right. Rusty key and a silver key. Okay, rusty key, let's use it. A rusty key for a rusty door. And definitely enemies. Gorillas. The gorillas are living down in the cistern as well. Right, at least he was dealt with quickly and easily. More of them. Right, another day. Whoa! Oh! Good. Glad he didn't get me there. So what is the point of this room? She'll be able to pull herself up there. Yeah, good old Lara. Right, we've got a bit of a platforming puzzle, I suppose. I'll take it handy. I won't go gung-ho on this. Just to make sure, because... Oh my god. We have our friend Pierre somewhere. Where is he? Hello? Where is he? How is he able to shoot me? Ah, that's ridiculous. He's wasting my health packs. Where is he? Is he down here? Typical. Typical. What a waste. An utter waste. A pesky Frenchman. Come back here. You're not getting away that easily. Right, go on. I'll leave him off. I've dealt with him for now. Pierre, he always turns up in the most annoying places. It's kind of a cool mechanic though, throughout the whole of the Greece chapter actually. I never really fully noticed that Pierre actually is in every single episode, causing Lara a bit of hassle. Well, we will, when we get there, we will deal with the pesky Frenchman. Alright, I suppose I'll go down there for those magnum bullets. I'll save the game just for the time being as well. For safety's sake. Yeah, I should actually, because I haven't saved in a while. And for that reason, because that is an instant death, I am so glad I saved now. I'll do this by doing a standing jump. Oh! See, I can't do that. Right, so I have to do a kind of... Do I have to do a swan dive jump? Because I think a swan dive jump is ever so slightly... It's ever so slightly further, I think, because of the animation. So I need to take maybe from there, and I might get it. There we are. Wow. Will I be able to hop up there then? For ease sake. Or I can probably jump back this direction, can I? Rather than taking that chance. Lovely stuff. Okay. Do a roll. Walk. I don't know why I did that, but here we are. Okay. A dead gorilla at the end, and we are now in another new location, and we still haven't used the silver key yet, so we'll find out what that does. A little later on. Save the game. Let's have a look down. Hop down. We are in some kind of new room. So as I said, look, like the Cistern overall probably isn't the most cool level, but it's just the vibe and look that it's got going for itself, for sure. Right, we've got... Oh my god, they're still alive, somehow. I corner bugged up there anyway, or something. Oh, it's touch and go there for a second. I think again I'm gonna have to waste another one of my small medi packs. Good thing I built so many of them up. Oh my sweet mother of God. Jesus. Just let me have a look around the room, alright? Be prepared. Yeah. At least it's a rat, and they're easier to deal with. Another large, so I've now 20 large med packs. I'm going to possibly save the majority of them for the latter half of the game. Once we get past Greece, all should be well. And then I can start using my large medipacks freely. Okay. So I suppose we're just going to start climbing up here. I don't know why. Again, with the Cistern, the Sistine Chapel, I was going to call it. With the Cistern, I also think maybe one of the issues with it, for being one of the weaker levels in terms of its design, is that it's not as clear really what you're supposed to be doing. Like the last two levels, it's like, okay, you need to get 4 keys to open the 4 doors. Or sorry, the 4 locks. You need to get 4 keys for the 4 locks at the bottom door, right? So you need to go into these 4 different places to do that. And that's simple, easy to understand. And then Midas, again, another iconic level. It's get 3 pieces of lead and put them on Midas's hand to turn them to gold to open the door. 3 pieces of gold. So, but this one then it's just like, here's another room to look through. So it kind of feels more like the earlier half of the game. And Colosseum as well had the doors thing with the door puzzle, the 5 doors with the 5 codes. So that kind of felt like it had a progression as well, you know. Whereas this one feels... The only way I can describe it is like little higgledy-piggledy. Okay. And so what was the point of that? Did I save? How far ago? At the start of this room. Good. Okay, this time hopefully I won't die in those spikes, so I'm going to save the game. As always. I'm not really sure what the whole point of that room was. But we're out of there now. I suppose that's just maybe the way out. Is that it? Just an item room? There wasn't really any puzzle reason to go in there. At least I don't think so. I still can't get up there. I'd say that's probably going to be for the other key, the other room with the other key. So we'll head that direction now out to the main room, and then we'll head up. We'll head up to the place with the silver key. Oh, that's nice. There's a reflection of the water on the side of those areas that I'm only just after noticing. That's really cool. It's obviously not in the original. Okay, I presume this is where the silver key will be used? Yeah.
No.
No. That's not where the silver key is going to be used. So where is the silver key going to be used? Maybe over there? Alright, yeah, possibly over there. So let's head up and see if the silver key is for that door. I think there's something maybe about raising and re-lowering the water at some stage. I might be correct in thinking that. So that's what the silver key is for, and I presume I need probably 3 silver keys or something. Or a gold key next. Yeah, another silver key. I think that's kind of the end of the level as well. And sure, look, while I'm up here, let's take a look at this pushable block that you wouldn't even know is a pushable block if you weren't eagle-eyed, especially in the new version, or if you didn't have the indicator on. Here we are, yeah. A secret room. Okay, we'll do a backflip to get up here then, I think. Yep. Lovely stuff. This is gorgeous. I am really looking forward to seeing Venice in Tomb Raider 2. I think that that's going to look amazing. And Bartoli's hideout, I think that's also going to look amazing, and it'll be very, very cool to see what they do with the Opera House level. And just Tomb Raider 2 in general. Like, Tomb Raider 2 is the Resident Evil 2 of the Tomb Raider world. If anybody gets that reference, it's just a very, very loved game that hasn't seen any type of remake as of yet, still to this day. And truly, truly deserves one. Okay. I'm going to have a search back in that room that I felt that I missed a direction, and then I'm going to come back out here and have another look in a different place. Right, this was the location where there was, yeah, this little area off to the left that I felt that I didn't look, but I did absolutely look, and I was right in thinking that there was absolutely nothing there, unfortunately. Except for death. Okay, well at least we're back here. Still don't quite know why we went into that room. Okay, well, the only other thing I can think of right at this very moment is pulling that switch to change the level of the water again. It's the only thing I can think of doing right now as a possibility, because I have opened a door that might... that might be it. I think, yeah, I think it might have something to do with raising and lowering the water at different times. Depending. That's not for the water. That's just for thing. I think where is the water switch again? What room is that in? I did have one quick thought that this might be an automatic door. And no, it is not. Although there may also be, because the water has raised, there may also be a switch somewhere in this room that is now accessible that wasn't accessible previously. So it's always worth having a look around best I can. I don't see any, and I think the switch is up here, the switch for the water level, but I don't know why I'd have to put the water back down after putting it up. This is one of those levels, as I said, it's one of those slightly more misleading, not quite sure which exact direction you're supposed to go type levels. I think the switch is in here, right? And it's down at the moment, so if can I actually put that back up? can, and it changes the water level, yeah. Okay. So with that changing the water level back, what does that now give me access to that I didn't previously have access to? Well, there is that room. There was a small bit of health maybe. There's that room that I now opened the door of in, I think it's this direction. Although now that I'm here as well and that door is open, let's have a quick look in here and see. There's no way up, I presume. No. That's okay. Is it this direction? I think it is, but is this now because it's down? Yeah, I can't get up. Okay. But I think I need to get into that room with the water down. So, where is that? That's in the... That's in... I think it's in the door up there to the left. So I'll go up there and check it out. Okay, right. So we're in this room and I'm going to climb up to the place again where so this area where we fought Pierre. I suppose I can skip all of this as well. Right. Yes, so it's that door over there is the door I opened, which gives us a way of leading back around. So I'm going to do a dangerous jump here. It was a small bit of health, that's okay. And then we're going to come across to this room now where the water level has been changed. So I should be able to move into the next room freely now. Maybe? There's only one way to find out, I suppose. And that's by going through yet again. There we go. Hopefully I don't die here either. Huh. That was pure and utter luck. Yes. So usually we drop into water here. So we are on the right track. And I'd say I'm going to have to fight one or two. Yep. That's what I thought was going to be the case. And here we are. In a new room to explore. And there's that big key down there, which I'm going to get at some stage. Okay. Let's have a look around. Have a look around at our environment. See another rat. Deal with the rat. If there's one thing rats... Or if there's one thing Lara hates, it's rats. Why'd it have to be rats? Okay. I wonder, does Lara have any, you know, like Indiana Jones and the snakes and Henry Jones Sr. and his hatred of rats? I wonder, does Lara have any character flaw like that? Ooh. I was a bit lucky. Why do I get the feeling that there's going to be some kind of hidden item down in one of these little alcoves that I'm going to totally miss out on? Right, well, we have a switch, which is always good. So let's switch the switch. And I presume that's going to open the door. Yeah, for the other key. So that's the other silver key. That half helps me. Not fully helps me, because I still need the other rusty key to get into the other room. And is there any point in getting down to them, if you even can, safely? Like, I suppose I probably can. I just save it and try. Death. Right, well, we're down on the ground floor anyway, so I suppose I'll have a quick look around the room. And I suppose that just leads straight back to where I came from, yeah. Okay. It's no good to me. Absolutely no good to me. But I do have the key now that I require. Quite dark in here. Look at the size of the key in comparison to the 3D model. The 3D model's tiny. Okay, so that's 2 silver keys. Oh, and Pierre back again to annoy me. Right, I will use one of my 21. And I will do a bit of a run around. The endless battle with a Frenchman. Okay. Heading down here. Let's head out to the main room, so, and up to where those silver keys need to be lodged. And there's nothing particularly special in this room, I presume. Other than a way out, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so... like the gold key is down there. Which means I need to now figure out some way of getting... into the place upstairs there. Okay, maybe with the silver key I'll open and get lucky and get another key or something like that. Okay, right, let's raise the water level. As I said, look, I can see why Cistern's probably considered a weaker level overall. It's just not as strong. Not as strong as the previous levels in Greece. And I suppose to a lot of people maybe Cistern actually brings down the whole of Greece. And maybe that's what people think of when they think of Greece. They think of this back and forth business in Cistern. Right, well, that's moved us somewhat forward. And there's always going to be somebody to kill in a new room. That's going to be the way out, I presume. So, oh, more item. Always check if there's items in these little areas. I don't see an item there. And I presume there's none there. No. But I can hop up there. Right, and we've got a place for a gold key. And I've got a gorilla hiding behind the wall. I see you. I'll deal with you now, sir. You shortly now, sir. Just one last gorilla to cause you all sorts of hassle at the end. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm just completely missing where the other rusty key is because I can't seem to find it for the life of me. Right, well I have the 2 silver keys, but I do need a gold key. Alright, back to the drawing board. I'll tell you what, ladies and gents, that other rusty key was well hidden because they're so utterly tiny and it actually kind of blends in with the original art. It turns out it was on the top of this place, which I completely bypassed earlier. I actually ran along here and jumped off. But there you go, that is the case of the other missing rusty key. It's on top of that location. Yeah, the smaller 3D models have made it sometimes relatively tough to find that stuff. Anyway, finally, let us move on to the next rusty door key and see what's in this room. Wow, there you go. I spent a good chunk of time searching for that before I found it. Right. What could possibly be in here? Spikes. Wonderful. I presume if I swim through spikes will hurt. I love the way that all the spikes in the original game as well are covered in absolute bright red blood. I mean, realistically, if it's bright red, they're not that deep in terms of cuts. Like, bright red blood means that it's a shallow cut. It's a mere flesh wound. So, yeah, whoever was hurt just got a couple of scratches, really. Okay, we have the gold key, so that means we can move on now to the golden door and hopefully get close to the end of this episode. Okay, at least that gorilla is dead. And I can just use the golden key straight away to open the golden door. Do I remember? Is there anything else behind this golden door? Probably is. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, yeah, like a chessboard room. And that chessboard room has floors that break. Get out of there. Oh my sweet lord. My sweet lord. My sweet lord. Okay, well, at least they're not big holes. Just small ones, little itty bitty ones. That one had spikes. Yeah, the blood in the remastered version is way more like coagulated and has a dried in. Lovely. Is there anything? I think there's one item down one of these, if I remember correctly. There we go, a health pack. So let's pick that one up. Lovely. Now, let's have a quick look around this chessboard room. And see what we can see. We've got a second floor. We've got a... Ah, that grate is in the original. That's cool, but it looks more like it's nighttime outside. the whole of Lara's adventure due to the fog of war created in 1996 and draw distance and skyboxes not really being a thing very regularly in games at the time. Yeah, every level is in nighttime. Okay, is this a pullable block? Nope. Right, so what am I going to be doing here? There's a door. I saw there's a pullable block. That is not an automatic door, so let us pull this pullable block out. I wonder, I think there's a secret somewhere here. Do I have to get up on that second floor, possibly? Take a look in a minute. I do not want to drop down there, because if I drop down there, that means probably the end of the mission? Potentially? Where do I need to pull this block? So, oh, I didn't even see it. Right. And we're joined by a couple of angry lions. Deal with them quickly. Damn. Damn it. Right, that was painful because I had to go get the other silver key and the other rusty key and go through that whole rigmarole again because of these goddamn lions. Right, quickly use the health, make sure I have full goddamn health. The only possible good thing is that I may have actually been missing the previous secret, so at least I got that again. I must have died, I just can't remember what happened. Yeah, Cistern, it's slowly becoming one of my least favorite levels, I think, which is kind of sad, but, you know, look, that's just the way it is. I am going to save the game because I think there's a secret here. And I don't want to go through a door and for the level to end. And for me to not find this particular secret. Do I have to pull the box through that door? That's quite a possibility. So, I'll have a look. I'll pull this lever and see what happens. So what now has happened there? Why would I need that door to be closed? At all? For what reason? I'll find out soon enough. Maybe I do need to pull this box into this room, so to get the secret. So let's go through that rigmarole and see if I can squeeze this box, this large slab of stone through the door. I don't think I've ever tried this, because obviously this must be where the secret is. Like, presumably you can. Yes, just pull it through the door. No questions asked. Lara at work. And so what's the point of having the... What's the point of having the switch to be able to close the door? That's what I don't understand. To close and open the door from the inside. Because it doesn't lock on me. I've opened it from the outside. I wonder, does that have anything to do with when I'm trying to get out of here now? Wow, I don't think I've ever been up here in a playthrough. Right. I didn't get a secret sound though. But like, one presumes that's the secret. Do I have 3 out of 3 secrets? Maybe? Only one way to find out. I do. Okay, and that's the final item, so. Yeah, never ever been up in this part of the building. My entire playthrough. That indoor switch, as I thought, is a completely pointless switch. Makes no sense. There's no reason to have that switch. Okay, and that is the end of the level, ladies and gents, because now Lara just needs to drop down here. There we are. That's a long level, hard level. I think me not finding that rusty key and then having to repeat that whole process again has made me kind of less like Cistern than I've ever liked it or ever previously disliked it. I've always liked Cistern. But I can see... Well, I can see the change to make those keys smaller actually takes away from the level. It takes away from the whole thing. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, as always, and I will see you again on the continuing adventures of Lara Croft in Tomb Raider Remastered. I believe the next level is actually the last level in Greece as well, so I'll see you for that. Thank you and goodbye.